There has been a massive rise in the success of gambling agencies in the world of cricket, and the topic is sparking a lot of debate. Players and people associated with cricket are openly taking part in advertising gambling apps, so much so that these companies are now sponsoring IPL teams and placing their ads on their jerseys. ICC had held a strong opinion against gambling, but now the body will be allowing boards to advertise gambling agencies on their jerseys. Hi, I'm Gargi Raut, and today we'll be looking at the gambling intrusion in cricket. There have been a lot of uproar concerning gambling ads. There has been a lot of resistance by the public concerning gambling ads on jerseys and venues, and rightly so. Even though the ICC and a few other national boards have incredibly strict policies regarding gambling, there are a lot of strict rules in place when it comes to BCCI. Players are not allowed to go anywhere without sending in their locations. No devices are allowed in the dugout. So there are a lot of strict rules against participation in gambling. But again, we are seeing a lot of intrusion of gambling betting apps in the cricket sphere. Concerns regarding an acceleration in gambling and addiction is one of the biggest concerns when it comes to these ads. Gambling sponsorships of sports clubs and stadiums were banned in Spain and Italy. And not to mention that sport ethics goes right out of the window when we talk about gambling ads being openly sponsored in franchise cricket and now in national cricket too, international cricket. In a recent incident, Brendan McCullum has also been called out by the English Cricket Board for his participation with a betting app during the IPL. We also have that video on our channel, so go ahead and watch that. Okay, so let's talk about the ICC stance on this very topic. Now, there was a meeting in Dubai last month where the Chief Executives Committee sat down and made a decision on whether or not betting sponsorships should be allowed on clothings in bilateral cricket. Now, what has come out of this meeting? Let's talk about that. ICC has declared that countries will be free to display gambling ads on jerseys in bilateral games. Gambling sponsorships will remain banned in ICC events such as World Cups. The removal of restriction will be effective from April 2013. It means it's already happened. Now, this is why the CEC Secretary Clive Hitchcock had talked about why this new restriction had come off, noting that several members would be restricted from using betting logos in their country and on the basis that several members had engaged with betting companies for sponsorship. It was felt that the members have the right to determine for themselves if betting logos should be used in bilateral and domestic cricket. What that basically means is, even though ICC had a lot of strict rules in place, the players and the staff members were already participating in sponsoring or advertising these betting apps. So they thought that maybe it's best if players and boards themselves decide what is best for them. Like I talked about at the beginning of the video, that BCCI has a lot of strict rules in place regarding players and how they interact with people. There are guards outside of players' hotel rooms when they are on tour, so that they do not talk to anyone that is not recognized by the BCCI. So it is not like BCCI isn't doing anything about these things, and also look at what BCCI had done before the WPL. Before the WPL, BCCI had restricted gambling and crypto sector from acquiring franchise sponsorships. But there has been a little bit of ambiguity when it comes to ICC and now BCCI, because players and staff members are openly endorsing gambling apps. Shikhar Dhawan and Rishabh Pant, as an example, are brand ambassadors of a popular gambling app among other players. To remember one such incident, there were summons by the High Court or Supreme Court, if I'm not wrong, against Saurav Ganguly and even Virat Kohli for endorsing online gambling platforms. So it's a bit of an ambiguous situation when it comes to BCCI, because clearly they are doing things to restrict gambling promotion, but also on the other hand, we are seeing this. And now IPL teams and jerseys have gambling apps advertisements on their jerseys. So So let me know, you should let me know in the comments, should teams and players be allowed to be sponsored by gambling apps or agencies? Let me know in the comments. Like, share and subscribe to Sports Today channel, and don't forget to download the AajTak app.